Speaking of 80s movies, one jewel in the rough springs to mind. Deadly Spawn. Do you remember that one, Zach?
Back in '83, directed by Douglas McCown. Right, it was filmed pretty cheap, but still it was pretty good. The monster design with the mouth crammed full of teeth, I loved it. So many delicious B-movie cliches. Did you know that they made a sequel? But I never got to see the sequel. The rental store didn't have it for some reason. They said the staff for the sequel was totally different from the original. I wonder how the sequel turned out. You know, the monster in that one responded to sound.
Wait, Zach. Sounds a lot like the movie Tremors.
That's nothing like
that
Tremors.
One was back in '89.
That is
directed by Ron
nothing
Underwood.
like it.
Now that was a great role for Kevin Bacon. Masterpiece.
Zach, that one had sequels like crazy. I remember there was a fourth one. I've only seen the first one, though.
York, I just need you to know that the tremors were not sound, they were vibrations. Technically, yes, vibrations, whatever. It's not the same thing at all. Okay? That's the gist. Whoa. Okay. Pretty sure York would be liquefied on the side of the car after that kind of turn. The astute amongst you will have noticed that 9 p.m. is not very close to 3 p.m. So we're gonna have to pass the time. Best way to pass the time is by sleeping. Are we gonna go back to the hotel? No, that's further away. We're gonna break into this man's property and go to sleep in his shed over here. Not there. Not the barn. No, this. This is where we will sleep. Until 3 p.m. we are going to sleep a very, very long time.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out?
We need to be at the community
of
center by
speaking.
1500 today.
It's
Just
technically
think
tomorrow.
of talking in front of all those people. What do you think, Zach? It's going to get fun.
I'm sure the owner doesn't mind if we do this. And now we will sleep for a long time. Wake up, oh shit, starving to death. That's okay though. Because we have fucking murderer turkey sandwiches, that's what we have. Where is it? There it is. And bam, just like that, it's like I ate a fucking 3-course meal. But it's still 9 a.m., so back to sleep. You may have noticed we just got penalized for being a stinky agent. That does indeed happen. You have to change your clothes. But I'll be damned before I go all the way back to the hotel, so that's just gonna have to wait, honestly. That's pretty rude, though, right? Get docked pay off your paycheck just because you kinda smell. Granted, did sleep on a farm for a long time.
Now, Joel Gray's daughter is, of course...
What a powerful
Jennifer
horse,
Grey.
holy shit.
You knew that, right, Zach?
Sparks came
Jennifer
off
Grey.
it.
She's in one of my most favorite movies. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. 1986, directed by John Hughes. That one was so 80s.
Zach, you're not the most cheerful guy I know.
Oi,
But you really do like those cheerful movies.
stop being fucking
We used to
rude.
love those teenage movies back then, didn't we? Breakfast Club and Pretty in Pink, St. Elmo's Fire, and Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That last one was in 1982, directed by Amy Heckerling. Now that was an impressive film. You've got Sean Penn in the lead, with Jennifer Jason Leigh and Phoebe Cates, not to mention Nicolas Cage and Forrest Whitaker were in it too. And the original book and the script were written by Cameron Crowe. How could that not be a great film?
Do you remember, Zach?
When that movie ended, the last words, "the end," was from an arcade game. That's right, it was from Missile Command. That stuck in my head for a while. The memories. I feel like I have a lot of movies to catch up on. Let's just hope we can get to the end of this case soon. Then maybe we can catch up on a few.
Give some thought about what movie you want to see next, Zach.
Just casually carrying around $4,000 in his wallet like it ain't no thing. Fuck the car. By the time I maneuver it around, it will have taken longer than just walking. Fingers crossed, pray with me it doesn't crash. Please, I beg of you. Oh, what a time to be alive. That would just hang on a black screen. Oh, beautiful, magnificent.
Greenvale Community Center. Now that's an impressive building. The clock tower is impressive too.
Not really. Clock face is very small. Oh look, the void is inside. How about that?
Zach, I haven't been on stage like this since elementary school. I'm not some tree in the wind this time either. That was a tough role. That was a piece of scenery.
Please speak clearly
Bright
into
red
the
tree.
microphone.
Thank you all for coming today. Getting right down to business. Agent Morgan from the Federal Bureau of Investigations wishes to speak with you.
Good afternoon.
You're all under arrest.
I'm Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Some of you are already aware by now of the tragic murder of Anna Graham. Truly a heinous, terrible crime.
Anagram.
I've come to this town to solve the murder of this young, beautiful girl.
That's a little creepy to put it that
and
way.
to bring the one responsible to justice.
This fucking flies orbiting me.
Unfortunately, incidents like these have a tendency to happen again.
I'm feeling more reassured after that.
I can share some advice in order to minimize the risk of further fatal incidents. Firstly, please stay away from any dark, dangerous, isolated places.
You don't say.
Those of you with children, especially of Anna's age, please guide your children away from such places at all
Are you
costs.
implying Anna was like 10 years old?
Secondly, avoid going out when it is raining.
Don't worry, whole town shuts down when that happens.
Now, I've
Sick scarf,
heard
by the way, third
folklore
row.
Story of the raincoat killer. There is a chance that the murderer is mimicking the story.
Chance.
Women should also be especially careful. I would hate to see more victims.
Yeah, can we get some oil in here? That was a squeaky loud door. Okay. That's Carol McLean.
Who's the fashionably late one?
That's Carol, Thomas's sister. She owns a bar.
Thomas's sister.
What? Who said my name? Why is he even here?
Excuse me. So, as I have said, avoid going outside when it is raining. Young women should be especially careful. Report anything or anyone suspicious immediately. The murderer will be caught and brought to justice. But you must all remain on guard until we do so. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
This was a waste of time. Yes, yes, good. Take me up the stairs now. I said up the stairs, not around them. They can't see me from down here, you imbecile. Lift me onto the stage. Oh, that's a long one.
When paying for our sins, we must not frown. The loss of Anna was for that debt.
So what I'm saying is it's good she died, or I would have killed one of the others instead. Tell the one in the third row I'm taking his
When
scarf.
purple fog covers our town, we'll all wander in hell, I fret. So says Mr. Stewart.
Did you go back? Look at those three over in the right corner of the room. They are all clones that moved in sync.
Sure knows how to steal thunder.
Well then, Zach, let's ask some questions before all these guys leave.
Alright. Let's do some investigating. My, George is really poring over those notes. Alright, let's go have a chit-chat. Who are we gonna chit-chat with? Oh, everyone? Oh, okay, of course.
Quite a performance. Mysterious and very poetic. But I don't think many of your audience appreciated it.
That's okay, I did it for myself. They're nerds.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, the purple fog appears with rain, soiling and ruining our town. The evil does not drain. Find out why the town is soiled. Remove
Well,
the
there's dirt
source from
everywhere,
which
first
it
off.
boiled. Then and only then, your case is solved. But for this to happen, to solve
It's
crime,
so hard to hear them
proper
over the
must do
fucking
proper
music.
at the proper time. It is not yet mine, that is, Mr. Stewart's time, not mine. But if you, Mr. York, find the right timing to chat with me, that is, with Mr. Stewart, may that be informative and fruitful, you will see. So says Mr. Stewart.
He did not
So,
say that
Harry,
much to you.
You know something. But there's some reason why you can't tell me yet.
Well, it's
Is that
because
what you're
I'm
trying
the
to say?
murderer, you see.
Cut the poetic rubbish, Harry, and tell us what you know. We could force you to talk, you know.
Shazam. Tell him he's a little prick and has a little prick.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, pay close attention
Bah!
to the signs, the omens, and the premonitions. Small they may be, they still are finds, and helpful to your investigations.
I like how they're all standing
says
ramrod
Mr.
shit
Stewart.
stiff back
Thanks for the
there.
warning, Harry. But don't worry. Me and Zach, we know what we're doing.
Kinda. Look at them all. There's like 3 clones over there. They're all perfectly sitting still. Alright, let's go talk to these suspects. These two do look quite shifty. I wouldn't trust them. Sick hat, I guess. Terrible
I'm
shading,
FBI
though.
Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
You are under arrest.
So Anna was killed. But why does that bring the FBI here?
I fucking wonder.
I have an interest in murder cases involving young women.
Well, you know, man, this might just be another case to you.
Do you think?
But it means the death of a friend to me. I don't want you taking this lightly like it's just another case.
I never take anything of this nature
You are now
lightly, I assure you.
definitely under arrest.
I'm here to apprehend the perpetrator who did this.
Which is
Yeah,
you.
because local enforcement can't shine their own boots, right?
Well, now that you... Oh,
Always
he just
count on the
agreed!
police now, can you?
He just agreed!
But that doesn't mean you're going to capture the perpetrator yourself. Quint.
How do you know my name?
I memorized the name of every citizen before arriving in town.
What?
I also know about you and your significant other.
You mean Becky?
Don't underestimate the FBI. We know and see everything.
What?
I'm sorry if I was a little harsh. I want to help, I do. Okay?
No, I'm sorry you're under arrest. It's too late now.
Okay, Zach, I'll tell you how I knew his name. He's got a small Q on his hat. That was the only name beginning with Q that I could think of. He was even kind enough to tell us his girlfriend's name.
Wow.
I can read him like a book, Zach.
Wow. Good job, you just fucking guessed. I'm so proud of you, York. So proud. What's your deal?
You're York, right? I'm Richard Dunn, the owner of the Darts Bar, Swery 65.
That's the developer's name. That's Richard Dunn. He's a bar owner.
How'd you like the town?
Oh, it's great. Aside from the murder that happened here.
Aside from
Yeah,
the bad, it's pretty
Murder
good.
just doesn't fit with a small town like ours.
Well, Richard, I'll have to correct you on that. Crimes don't care about size. Big town, small town, just isn't a factor.
I guess you're right.
So, how did you know Anna?
I've known her since she was a child. She
Whoa.
was the same age as my son.
What's wrong with your
And She
face?
always stood out, being pretty and
What
all,
is wrong with
just
your
like her mother,
face?
Sally.
What do you know about Sally?
Well, I went all through school with her right here in town. I never thought our children would be the same age.
I don't see her here today.
Ah, well, see, she lost her husband, and this time it's her daughter. She's at home right now, trying to make peace with it all.
You seem to know a lot. How long have you been in love with her?
Hey, don't go there. That scar of yours tells me you got your hands full too, right? Let's not dive into personal matters.
yeah,
It'll be better
definitely.
for you and me.
You're right, Richard. Collecting gossip won't help with the matter at hand.
Yeah. For real, man. Alright, who else is hanging out here? What's going on, man?
Agent York, you make any progress?
Nope.
Of course, plenty.
Nope.
Tell
Blatant
me,
lies.
Asha, when is Anna's funeral?
That's still undecided. Sally isn't really in any condition to do it right now.
Her mother? I don't see her here.
Anna was her sole reason for living.
Did we
after
not
her
just
husband
go
was
over
deceased.
this?
Well, she's probably huddled up at home.
And I should probably take some time to pay her a visit.
Well, yes, you should. And I'd appreciate it if you could, too. But don't go
See,
too
I like
hard
you.
on her, okay?
You don't go, oh, why the fuck would you want to interview someone that related to the case? Fucking George, however, would keep me away as best he could. Alright, Fiona, what's the deal? You didn't need to come in your uniform,
Are you getting
by the
closer
way.
to catching the murderer?
Nope.
Hello again, Fiona. Good to see you.
Masterfully dodged.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he
No, it was a waste
seems
of
like
time.
a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hard-working person, too.
That's a lie.
Everyone thinks he's some kind of weirdo.
Because he is.
But I don't think so at all.
You're wrong.
People don't understand why he's in the autopsy room all day. But I do.
Because he's sleeping in there
He's
and playing
doing research
Tetris.
to make the world a better place in the
That's
future.
definitely
you know,
not
he
what he's
already
doing.
made a fortune in L.A. with his career.
I did not know that.
These are all lies.
You
0% of this
oh,
was true.
the doctor is a very rich man. He has a really big house
That's
over
just
by the
because
lake.
he drops sick albums.
Amazing, Zach. You must be loaded. Rich and young. A perfect combination.
But you don't get that feeling from him at all, do you?
You know he's
He doesn't
right
show
there,
it.
right?
That's one of the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for
No,
you.
I'm right here, right?
Thanks for the valuable information, Fiona.
This was of 0 consequence. Yep, no one suspects a thing. Well, you two have fun.